What up? Back at you with another one. Another video coming at you. This is day 6, Cowboys, second day in pads, training camp 2026. I got my man, Coach T.
Yes, sir.
Carry On Tradition Podcast. What's going on, Coach T?
You know what it is, baby. Coming straight from Columbus, Ohio. You know how we do.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Yes,
hey,
sir.
man,
Hey.
hey, my man. Woo!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Woo!
Pads is on, man. The pads is on. We
Yeah,
already
yeah.
2 days into now with some contact. We're starting to
Mm-hmm.
see some things happen, man. Starting to
Yeah,
see some things happen out there. Unfortunately, we had a couple of dings and bruises to our offensive line, man.
absolutely.
Some injuries, man. We found out this morning that Rob Jones
Uh-huh.
has got a bone broken in his neck. But fortunately, an injury like that, he's only going to miss about 2 to 3 months, is what we're looking at. So hopefully, we'll get him back, Coach. And I'll let you give an update on Guyton, what you're hearing about him out there.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You know that's why I went there. Woo! Because man, that's a scare. He showed promise thus far in camp. So and that's our first round pick.
Yes, sir.
But now it's saying what a little fracture. It's a fracture,
Yep. So
and
that's what it
it
looks
should
like.
be 4 to 6 weeks. What knee fracture, I believe. But yeah, bone fracture 4 to 6 weeks. As long as it wasn't the ACL, man, where he's missing the whole year. So that's really good because, like you said, Robert Jones was doing really well. You know what I mean, in camp, as he should. He started a lot of games last year at Miami. And
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
and he was teaching the young boy a lot, man. But real good, real. I mean, it's not good news that he's hurt, but it's great news that it's not as bad as severe as we expected it or we
I
feared.
totally agree, Coach. When I first got news of it, they were talking about maybe a possible ACL injury. So if you can avoid that, you never like to see one of your starters go down, but at least we're going to be getting back early. And like you said, man, we got 17 of these things. So
Yeah, man.
plenty of time to get him back. As they always say, it's the next man up, next
Yes,
man
sir.
up. So we'll probably be seeing Hakeem Richards.
Hmm.
That's going to be in there. Getting
Yeah,
some reps at that. Hakeem Identity. Also get some reps. He was already backing up Steele while Steele was out, but we did get Steele
absolutely.
back. That's some good news on that
Right.
front.
Absolutely. Don't forget about Nathan Thomas, man. Nathan Thomas was running with the second team also
Okay.
at that left tackle for a couple practices. So man, it'll be a battle. I'm glad we don't need somebody to hold the fort down for the whole year. Now they just got to hold it down for maybe a game or 2 or 3, whatever it takes for him to get back 100%.
Yeah, so we'll probably get to see a little bit more reps for Johnny Cornelius as well, tackle from out of Oregon. So probably get
My
to see
man.
get some more snaps and some reps out of him. Like you said, it's next man up, man. And the good thing about our offense, we hadn't straightened out everything as far as the positions and things. We had some depth. So as you said, Rob Jones was getting some work in with the ones because of the good play that he was being rewarded that he's had in camp, and give Booker a little bit of time to get some thinking, get some reps with the second group, and make it some competition. That's one thing that is the message from out the building this year with our new coach, Coach Shoddy. We want competition.
Absolutely.
And speaking of competition, man, what have we had on that field out there since day one? It's been a lot of competition, a lot of energy, a lot of people flying around, and getting a chance now to get a little bit more footage and getting to see some up close footage in this training camp. One of the things that I like with the
Oh yeah.
defensive line, and their energy, getting after it, flying around to the ball. I mean, that was from all groups. I mean, defensive line was bringing it. You had the linebackers who I was really shocked and was interested to hear some of the things that was coming out about the linebacking group, Coach. And I'll start there with you with Murray. Um, Coach Shadi has been really talking high about him. He said he's the leader out there of the group. He's definitely a man amongst men, and he believes that he's going to be a big part of helping us stop the run. And so I know that's something that the report was that he doesn't do well. Just wanted to get your thoughts on what you thought about that, and if you're seeing anything different from him in our
Oh,
scheme.
well, I mean that's good to hear because but since he's been gone with the birth of his child,
Mhm.
we've gotten to see a lot of Damone
Solid.
Clark.
Oh, I'm sorry, Demar Clark.
Yeah, Damon Clark has really done well. Like I said, man, that is great to hear about Murray because that's I'm an Oklahoma guy, and that's one of the things that that's a knock on him.
Yes, sir.
Being a run defender, shedding those blocks.
Yeah.
But so hearing that, and then now him being gone, you allow Damone. I heard Damone is doing well with it, and you also got man. Did you see Shamar James out there plugging some holes against the
No, I
Wasps?
didn't. I did catch him. You seen Shamar James was out there doing pretty
Shamar
well.
James was playing next to Sanborn for a couple clips I saw, and
Okay.
yeah, you know, plugging holes, shedding and plugging. Yeah. So I mean, we talk about that linebacker. We're not deep, um, but man, if Maris, what have you heard about Maris? Because I've been hearing some good things about him, and then last year he had the green dot sometimes. So
Yeah. Maris is up, man. Everything that I'm hearing about him is up. It's all positivity. One of the things I was even reading an article about him. Someone was interviewing him. I can't remember who it was. I would give shots out, but Maris was talking about how he worked on his speed over the summer, and they said you can really tell the way he's moving. His biggest thing is his cerebral. He's always out there, one step ahead. He reads very well. He's a high IQ guy, and we're looking for big things from him, man. So they're going to be able to move him around. He's also able to, we know he can get downhill on blitzes. But the thing coming out of Notre Dame, they always said, is that he was really good with covering. And I remember early in the summer, I was had a little article that I had posted out there about him and how I thought he would fit well into Matt Eberflus's style of defense. Reading and a lot of zone drops, I think that plays right into his hand.
that's a great thing, man. So I'm quietly optimistic. It's still that middle though. It's still that middle of that defense, man.
Yeah, I mean, so and I saw some good footage and some 11 on 11, as you know, Coach Shotty, everything that he's been doing. It's no more 9 on 7 drills. Everything now is team. He likes to do a lot of team drills where
Yeah,
it's real game type situations. But I say that to say I saw Jake Sanborn make some really nice plays, man. He was reading and getting and filling holes very well. His coverage is very well. So everything, like I said, the linebacker spot is one of the areas that I really had a question on. And just from what I've seen in the early days, I know we've got a long way to go. That group, along with the whole defense, has really been very, very good these last couple of days in camp.
absolutely, absolutely. I'm with you, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
It's good. It's good that they're really trying to take the ball and are taking the ball away because, like we said before, man, it's making the offense be more cautious. You know what I mean? Not have that ball just hanging out, covering up, which
Yes, sir.
which will go a long way during the season.
I agree, Coach. I agree totally with you. I think one of the things that's a breath of fresh air coming out of this camp as well is that you're hearing that both sides of the football are playing well, and they're having their turns of winning battles. Some days the offenses play really well. They may have got the edge, but there's been a lot of days where that defense. And I thought coming into camp that maybe the offense may be a little bit ahead of the defense, but it seems like the defense is here. Everfluss has really installed a defense with the mindset of being some robbers, man. They out there trying to take away anything that they can, man. So really excited about what I'm seeing from that side of the ball.
Right. I'm with you all day, baby. Hey, defense wins championships.
Yeah,
So I mean, if we can get a stout defense who takes that ball away, because I think this offense, in due time, I think this offense will be. It could be dangerous. That's what I'm hoping.
I really think so too, Coach. Man, you're starting to see some of the things that we read about, like Jaden Blue, talking about Jaden Blue coming out, and Jaden Blue really starting to show like that burst and that ability to be able to put his foot in the ground and shift and cut. You could just tell when he gets the ball, he has that pop compared to some of his players that he's competing against, some of the other backs that's in the backfield.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And it's. I guess it's what they're giving Deuce a chance back there because I think
Yeah,
I think
yeah. Go ahead.
Lupke I think Lupke has a spot.
I
I
do
mean,
too. I do. I agree with you.
He needs because he's so versatile. I've seen them put him up on the line, and he can carry the ball short yardage. Great, a really good lead blocker. So I think he has a spot. So I mean, it depends on how many backs we carry, man. It's going to be some tough decisions to be made.
Yeah, and you like that, but
Mhm.
there is going to be between that wide receiver group. I mean, you carry 5 or 6, or in the running backs, and then another thing that's kind of hurt Deuce Vaughn in the past is that he just went out with another hamstring injury. So that's going to be time that he's going to miss away from being a
That could
member
be
of
the
that
nail.
group, and his chances of making the team, I think, were really tight this year.
Yeah.
Um,
That could be the nail right there, man.
yeah, because I have also seen in a lot of drill Sanders. His
Uh-huh.
his he looks good.
Uh-huh.
He looked good. We already know what he could do. He was really good with the Eagles with catching the ball out the backfield. He's really looked like he's got his step back as far as his burst when he's coming through the hole. Not as much as Blue and Turpin. When those guys get the ball, man, you can really
Oh, come
see,
on.
the difference in the speed that they have. But Sanders could be a change of pace, and I really haven't seen a lot out of Williams. I know he's been getting a lot of the first team reps, but
Yeah.
we'll
I
see
think
how it
he's the
works
first
out.
one.
Yeah, yeah, and we'll see how it works out because he's one of the guys that would definitely benefit from the pads being on because he runs with more power than you would see some of the other guys who have a little bit more dynamics to
Right.
their running game.
Right, absolutely, man. And when you spoke of that wide receiver position, man, you know, that finally saw a clip of my guy. I thought he was MIA, man. I ain't know he's still on the roster.
You talking about
Flournoy.
Fournier?
What?
Man, I hadn't heard anything about him, man. I know they said it was a slow start for him and Jalen Brooks so far, but go ahead, coach. Tell me what you saw from him.
Nah. I just saw a clip of him.
You do know he's still on the team. He's still out there.
uh,
I said we do know he's still on the team at least, right? You saw a clip of it
absolutely,
because
absolutely.
I hadn't heard nobody reporting on him or talking about him or anything. So
Nothing. Nothing.
let's hope he gets going, man, because I really thought he had an opportunity to.
Absolutely, man. I mean, what they say, what was the test in the combine? He
Mhm,
had the top score, which was just like Puka, Nakua, whatever Puka. Yeah,
mhm.
he has speed. He's strong. He's big. He's physical. It has to be something, man. It has to
Yeah.
be a spot for him. Or I mean, maybe he's just not catching the ball.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like I said, we haven't got a lot of information. I haven't even seen him on film. I think he changed jersey numbers too. So I need to get a
Yeah,
hold of that list that has the numbers because there have been some jersey changes that we
absolutely.
need to get
Yeah,
up to
he's I
date
think
on.
he's what 19, something like
Yeah, he
that.
definitely dropped down from what was he 80 last year, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like
Mm-hmm.
that, and he's dropped down to a different number.
Yeah,
But
19.
yeah, I would like to see something out of him because I have been seeing Mingo. Jonathan Mingo has been making his presence known. I think Paris is out hurt. I saw him and Wanye Thomas both over getting some work on the side. But yeah, we've got a group, man. And if Mingo can step up, with giving up a was it a fourth round pick?
Yeah,
No. Yeah, you giving up that type of collateral. You want to hope that you get something back and don't have to be another wash like it was with Trey Lance, where you don't get anything really out of your exchange. So,
absolutely.
yes,
That's
sir.
absolutely right.
Yeah. Another area I want to talk about that I've been kind of trying to give a little bit of focus to is the defensive back group. That's an area where we're hoping to get back more healthier. Siobhan Rebel is starting to get, it looks like some individual works out there away from the sideline. So that's
Uh,
going to be something that's going to be positive, get him back. But I'll talk a little bit about what I've seen from the group that's out there. The group that I've seen have been very competitive. I think a lot of times in the early days, we were seeing a lot of the highlights because everyone was on George Pickens. Of course, you're going to see a lot of CD highlights. But man, I tell you, man, I was thinking Carson from what I was seeing. Carson is still very active, man. And he's there. He's pressing. Those guys, once the pass came on, man, they really made it tough on Pickens. CD too. I mean, those guys made some plays, but when they're really getting after it and making it a very uh, competitive war between the wide receivers in that passing game with the secondary. Wanye, before the injury, he was looking really nice, playing even some free safety position, not just a strong safety position. So I thought he looked good. Hooker's been all over the place. He looks very well, moving
uh-huh.
good this
Yeah,
year. Yeah, he looks
Absolutely.
really good. But the guy has been Kier Elam, the
Oh, come on,
defensive
man.
back. He's
Oh
been the
yeah.
guy who's been really Johnny on the spot. I know everybody probably saw the viral interception that he had at Dak when he picked the little man up on the side, which was really nice, a really nice touch. But yeah, man, that guy's been out there, man. He's been competing, man. He's been riding cats like he's like they got handlebars in their back, and he's been really out there competing on jump balls, getting his eyes on the balls, and he's got a couple of times Dak already this year. So I like really what I'm seeing, man, from our secondary as a whole, man. Those guys are really starting to get after it, man. Even Butler, man, had some really nice plays in the padded session. So
Mm-hmm.
good things
Mm-hmm.
to report from our
Booth,
secondary.
Booth. When
Yes,
the Booth. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Butler's still
Yeah.
out.
I'm with you
Yeah.
there.
hmm
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
some good things, man, to report, man, from what I'm seeing on that tape with those defensive backs. A lot of zone
Absolutely.
coverage, a lot of zone coverage, coverage too. A lot of opportunities, I think, for more interceptions because we're gonna be playing with our eyes on the quarterback
On
and reading the
quarterback.
ball a little bit more than that trail technique that we've been used to playing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm with you, man. Because, like you said, I heard some good things about Donovan Wilson early, and now I'm hearing some good things about Malik Hooker and the days that he's been having, and of course Marquise Bell. Uh, I've been hearing sprinkles about him, man. He's a player, undrafted free agent, and like you said, we're creating competition, man, because Wanye got to get on the field, man. That when he's on the field, he's definitely effective. Um, and then, like you said, the cornerbacks, man, that Elam is showing that he could possibly, man, he can hold one side down. And Bland just got back today from birth of his child.
Yeah, so you're right
Congratulations.
about that. Congratulations, Sam. Shout out to
Yeah. So those two could we might have something now. Finding the third out of that bunch. You said Carson is improving. What's the pet? I hope so
Yeah, I
because
think
he
Kalen is definitely, man, getting better, man. Getting more reps out there. He's competing, and he's the guy.
well, he's
Uh,
competing. Yeah,
he's
I can
competing.
dig that.
He's competing, and he's going against CD. He's going against Pickens. He's getting some good reps out there, and I think he will be able to contribute. I think it's just with him, it's just his confidence and the speed of the game. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
so preseason is going to be very key to him. I think we're going to have Troy Pride Jr. He's
Uh-huh.
back there in that
Uh-huh.
secondary group getting some reps. So we'll see what those guys can do if somebody can poke out, man. But we did see a nice little footage of Diggs out on the field performing some live drills. Definitely looking like he's getting better. So hopefully, man, we won't be too far into this thing before that
He look
cat shows up.
he looked better than Rebel did on the field, man. When I
Rebel seems
saw
like when he walks, he seems like he's got a little giddy up, like a little,
yeah, I mean,
man, a little something in his gait. But I'm hoping that he'll be back, man. They're saying he's very close.
is that right? It didn't look close when he was caught that it was doing some drills and caught that
Oh,
pass and had a little hop to it, like
yeah,
little
from what
lift
I
to
thought the
him.
reports was he was closer than way closer than Diggs was.
That's what he
He's
is,
not
because
even
he's
on
on
the
the
pup, right?
NFI. Yeah. So
Yeah,
right.
so we're gonna hope that we get that guy back, man.
Oh,
We'll get that guy back.
absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna need him. We're gonna
Absolutely.
definitely need him. So that's something we're gonna definitely keep an eye on, man, as we move forward. The secondary and who's gonna be out there, in these games making some plays.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, Coach, what did you think about the offensive line as a whole and some of the chances that you got to see footage?
Okay.
Okay.
Um, it's a we'll see what is it, next week?
Mhm.
Is it next week we go to the Rams?
Yeah, I think
We'll
it's just
see
around
when
a
we
week
play,
out. We
they
got that
might have
preseason game coming up.
what's that?
We got that first preseason game. Will be it right here too. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
hmm
next Tuesday, a week from tomorrow, we
hmm
scrimmage against the Rams. So we'll see. But you know, I think against our defensive front, they've been doing pretty well, man, as far as opening up some holes, some running lanes. From what I've seen, pretty good. And from time to time, depending on who the defense throws out there, Dak will be sitting back there. Joe Milton will sit back there a little bit. So I really think that offensive line is doing well. We'll see who backs up uh Booker now. I want to I want to hear about T.J. Bass, Brock Hoffman, man, because they should be. I think Brock is safe. He's the backup center.
Yes.
The TJ Bass. What are we gonna do with him? You
That's a good
know?
question. TJ's been around now a couple of seasons. One thing that's going to help these guys with these injuries
Yeah.
that we've had. So that's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. And like you're saying, Coach, we should start seeing a lot more reps from these guys. You know, especially with people going down, they got to step up and see what they're going to do, man. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll definitely see. Hoping that someone steps up and really takes ownership. You know what I mean? And gives us some good time while those guys are out, holds down the fort.
Right.
Yes, sir.
I'm with you,
Let's
man.
talk a little bit about the quarterback position. Quarterback position. So I wanted to talk a little bit about Dak, what I've been seeing in camp, and I know it's only camp, but I have been seeing more of a desire for him to run the football and pull it down. You know, I've seen him take, you know, he drives it back, steps up into the pocket, which is good feet movement, and then he's taking off down the field and, you know, picking up a few yards before they blow that whistle. But I think that's a great thing, and I'm wondering if maybe with Joe being in there with him at that second team, and he's so explosive and has a lot of ability with his legs, if that's maybe even helping Dak some with pulling that ball down and making the decisions to get a few yards that can help us move the chains.
Uh, yeah, I don't know how much Joe has to do with it, man, but I think it might be that the coach is like, man, it's
Mhm.
yeah, go ahead and we have to make yardage where we can. What was that, Steve Shimko? That's the quarterbacks coach. Maybe that's what's up. But I still don't like him trying to throw in the triple coverage or the pick that Elam got the other day was, you know. But it's
Yeah, that one
preseason.
there. Yeah, that one. The report was that Dak even was went to talk to Elam and asked him, like, you know, man, what was you in? You know, because he said he
Mm-hmm.
totally just didn't sing. But yeah, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that, you know, the errors and things like that, we get it out the way early in the camp and we
Yeah.
clean some things up. But yeah, we definitely gave up some balls, man. And there are some balls that he's tried to throw and force in there that I'm hoping we won't see once the preseason, once the season starts. But it's all learning, and that's why we're there. You know, and it's some nuances to the offense that I'm sure that he's trying to adjust to too. Um, Another thing that I'm thinking about as far as watching Dak, he seems pretty accurate. You know, it doesn't seem like there's any issues with the hamstring. You know, from his injury from last year, so that's a good thing. And Joe Milton has been really good. He's got, you know, seeing him more into these 11-on-11 drills. There's a lot that he has to still learn with his touch on passes. He's still making some passes that, you know, you just kind of scratch your head at. But I think that's first year player, or this would be his second season. He's only really played in one game in the NFL. So he's got a lot of time to grow up. But I mean, the upside of him, it looks very good. You know how strong that arm is and what he can do with his feet. So I think he's got time. And he has shown, even in the little bit of time that we've been in camp, some progression as far as, like, you know, taking off something and being able to drop that ball in there over linebackers into the to the
Mm.
sweet spot. So
He showed some touch that we didn't really know that he had. You know, we knew he had that strong arm. It could get it deep
uh-huh.
on the rope. But one thing about with Dak, it's good to see that we had that he got that deep ball to GP today. The Pickens, trying to get that connection right, and he had one to CD, a deep ball to CD. Just
Uh-huh.
getting that connection and that timing right. It's always good to see that, man. We need to see that.
Yeah,
But
that's going to be very explosive, coach.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So we man, what I've seen, we're doing a lot of passing of the ball. I'm curious to see what our makeup is
Hmm.
as far as run pass. What I've been seeing is a lot of play action. Of course, man, it's still a lot of motion. It's a lot of shifts.
I like it.
So,
I love it. I even
uh,
saw the other day that they had yeah the same Richards going that motion.
absolutely.
Bringing him in, you know, switching him to sides, giving him more of a tight end look, but it just gives us almost like double tackles on that side, you know, to run
Hmm.
some things a little differently. Yeah, man, it's
Hmm.
been a lot of things, man. Like I really think bringing in a guy like Connor Riley, Clayton Adams, Junior Adams, you're bringing in some guys, man, who really have that college background, because that's what it seems like out there when you look at our practice with the the way we're moving around and the energy. Like you got some guys that have that collegiate background, man, who can really bring some brand new and fresh things and some energy to this team. Somebody was breaking it down, man, on the Cowboys Live show, and it was saying that the average coaching age of Jimmy Johnson's staff when we
Okay.
won, you saw that, 44
Mm-hmm.
years old
Mm-hmm.
was the average
That's
age.
when we won it. That's when we won the chip.
Yes, sir.
Our
And
first one.
that is
Mm-hmm.
and that is the average age of our coaching staff currently, 44 years
Absolutely.
old. So I'm hoping that means something, man. I'm hoping that means something, you know what I mean? I'm hoping that means
Absolutely.
something
You and me
for our
both.
organization. Yes, sir. Yes, sir,
Mm.
coach. What are you thinking about? You know, you've had a weekend of watching Shadi roll out his program as far as what he's doing for this Cowboys team as the new head coach. What's been your impressions of Shadi, man, for the first week that you've seen him?
I mean, I like it, man, because he's really he's changed the culture, and it's immediately he's changed the culture.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I mean? And guys have bought in. You got Mike at practice every day, man. You know, he don't have to be there. You know, he guys would be like, "Oh, he's holding out." I can dig that, but he's there. He's not participating really, but he's there. You know what I mean? And he's there because of Shadi, as he said before. And so man, he is. I really like what he's doing. And you talked about the energy that he's brought. We got these young coaches who are, new to the game. Some of them, and they just or not within 5, 10 years of being an NFL coach. So they're real excited, and they're really excited about this opportunity. And Shadi is, especially because he's been in the game for what 20 or 26 years.
Yeah.
So finally, my dad was a head coach, a successful head coach, and I can't get nothing. So I think he's really thought about this, having this opportunity for a long time. And so now that he's had it, he's gotten a lot of information, a lot of networking and a lot of guys, you know what I mean? So he knows a lot of people, and I say that to say he's brought in, I think, some of the right people. Now, after week 3, I could be cussing them all out and being like, man, this is some bullshit, man. We hired the wrong guy. But as of
Right.
right
I
now,
totally get it, man. I
yeah,
totally get it. I totally get it. Yeah, it's been really extremely exciting, man, to see this guy and like you said, coach, what he's been able to do in a short amount of time. It definitely seemed like he's built up and he has the trust of the players. Um, like everybody was saying, man, they thought, he's a player's coach. So when he had to turn around and bring everybody together and lay down the law because we had, some things that was going in practice he didn't like, hey man, he didn't mess for words when he told them. He laid down his message and he got him back out there. But that goes to show me that, man, you're not going to be running over this guy. He's not going to show favoritism. That's just like we talked about with Booker getting moved to the second team and getting reps for Robert Jones. He just basically said, hey, look, he's had some great things happen, but there's some things that he's done that wasn't up to standard. So give the other guy an opportunity. That's what I'm talking about. Not just because he came in and he's our first round pick, he has to be out there. No, best guy wins the job. And I think that's the biggest thing that I love about what Shadi has brought is it's competition about everything. And the competition makes sense because I'm going out and doing things and preparing on 11 on 11 game type situation. To me, that's preparing my guys for when you get in the game. You've been through these type of situations over and over again. You know you can trust on your teammate to the right, trust on your teammate to the left, and you know what you're going to do in those type of uh, opportunities or those type of positions because you've been trained for them and you're ready.
right. I'm with you.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man. Like you said, man, this is preseason. I'm excited to see a week from today when we scrimmage the Rams, and then that Saturday, whatever that is, the ninth, I believe, being the first preseason game,
Mhm.
because I expect a lot of people to be out there, man. I expect us to
Yeah,
play a
man.
lot of
You see that it
bodies.
seems like even the energy at the camp was a lot different from last year. I mean, I'm starting to see more people out there. I'm starting to see the fans come back because of that. We have belief. We have belief in what we're doing, and it's not about Jerry Jones. That's one of the biggest things I'm loving about this camp is that Shadi is taking the headlines as he should, and they're letting this guy build the culture. Build the culture. So I hope on some things off the field as far as the contracts and stuff that we can get some movement there as far as with Micah. But I do want to give a shout out to Jake Ferguson.
Yeah, I'm
I am
about to say
very
we got
happy.
yeah,
I am very happy that he was able to get his money early, and that we can look for the next 5 years of having him and watch him grow into an all-pro tight end and one of the best in this
absolutely,
division and in the league.
absolutely. Especially with these guys we got now, that middle should be wide open.
And he's been
So,
having some really good practices, as has Span Ford, who's a little banged up, and even Schoonmaker has been really doing
mhm,
well. So that tight end room has really stepped up, and we're going to get some good play because a lot of times, we're going to have those dull tights out there, so the guys are going to have to play and compete. Last
absolutely.
thing, Coach, I just want to go over real quick is just the defensive line down in
Mhm,
the trenches. I'm just going to go over just some things that I saw. I'm
mhm.
not feeling what Mozzie's doing right now. Uh, just being straight up, every time I look and I see Mozzie in live film footage, it just looks like he's getting pushed around, man. Looks like
I
he's just
mean,
getting pushed around. It seems like he's getting owned by whoever's standing over top of him. So he's got to get better. He's got
and
to get better. Go ahead, Coach.
no. On that note, I've been hearing that Toya, you gotta double team him. They've been having a
That's a
double
great
team.
sign, man. That is what you need from that one technique. You need that, man. I've been hearing Solomon too, man. Been hearing he's been doing very well out there too. A little undersized, but I think the thing with Eberfluss's defense, man, it goes more back to a Marinelli type defense where you're getting movement up the field from your defensive tackles and your defensive line players. So there's going to be more of trying to get up the field and make plays. So that means you got real discipline in those gaps and in your sounds. But that's going to be really good, man, because I think we've got some guys. Osa is really good with pressing up the field. We can do that, and we got those linebackers to come up and clean things up. We could cause a lot of turnovers, a lot of tackles for loss, and we could have some success finally against that run. Anybody
Absolutely.
else in that defensive trenches that you're hearing that you've liked?
Nah, I haven't heard anything about the other young boy, the 7th round pick. Osa's Osa.
Mhm.
But like I said, I heard that Toya they had a double team and the one time they didn't double team him, my man Bull rushed his way into the quarterback's lap.
There you go.
So
That's
yeah,
what that's what we brought him in for. Get your
yes
money,
sir,
young fella.
yes sir,
That's
absolutely.
definitely good to hear, Coach. That's definitely good to
Need
hear.
that.
Oh man, absolutely, absolutely. So that is what we're going to do for today, man. We're going to wrap things up right here. We talked about a lot of good things, man. There's so much things to go. We could be talking for hours here, but we want to
Yes
get on
sir.
here. And just now that we've been able to get a little bit more footage and we're able to see it from our angle and our vision, we're able to give you a little bit more deeper of
Hmm.
our thoughts and, on where we think this thing is headed. Coach T, you know what I'm about to great say, man. Need you to go on and
Okay.
take us up out of here.
Hey man, just so thankful, man. Real talk, man. That Tyler guy, and you don't want to see any injuries, man. But I think he was really starting to make his jump. So really pleased and that he's only going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. That's the initial diagnosis. So man, that's a great thing, man. And I'm excited about this year. And love on your loved ones. That's it for me,
There you
one love.
go. All right, man. We out, man.